sophomore quarterback, Lewis Toller. Lewis, you led the team last year in interceptions. What have you done this year to improve on your game and take your game to another level and step up the secondary?
Just work hard with my teammates this summer. We all pushed each other this summer real hard. We dedicate ourselves to just go out there and try to do the best that we can. Working out, coach people. So it's been a great summer.
The secondary is really young. 6 out of the 9 secondary members for like 2 or 3 deep are all freshmen or sophomores, including yourself. Do you feel like because you got so much playing time last year that you get to take a leadership role for this upcoming year?
Basically, we just going to come together as a team, work together as a secondary, get everybody together, make sure everything goes smooth for us this year. So it'll be a pretty good defense.
You guys open up with Michigan this year. What can you share with some of the newcomers from your experience at Michigan State last year, Notre Dame last year, as to what to expect this year, people-wise, crowd-wise, etc.?
It feels good playing in front of a big crowd. And we just want to embrace that and just go in there and just do the best that we can, compete to the highest level that we can, so we can try to come out there with a win.
Another member of the football team, and including Jamal Berry last year, were from the same high school. Anyone from your high school now that you're trying to recruit to bring here to Western?
Not that I know of from past year, but I know that there's players out there that would like to come to Western Michigan. I think it's a great university to be in.
You started all 12 games last season. Can you talk about how that experience helps you in this season as to what to expect as a starter?
As a defense, we were able to compete last year. Now that a lot of people on the defense have experience, we should be able to play a lot faster and be more comfortable out there on the field.
Last year, you guys probably, in some people's opinion, should have beat Central Michigan. How does the way you guys lost motivate you this year?
It's definitely a motivation. I think it would be great just to go down, for them to come here. We just play, have had a good game this year, be able to compete. Hopefully, we just come out there with the win.
How much would it mean to you to beat them at home?
It would mean a lot. I think it would mean a lot for the community as well, not just as players. It would mean a lot for the community as well.
We're here with junior defensive end Woody LeBrier. This is your 3rd season. You've seen significant playing time your last 2 seasons. What did you do this offseason to help improve your game for your junior campaign?
We did a lot of good lifting. Did a lot of running to get in shape. I feed off the guys. The guys, they come out, play hard, add excitement. Our new coaches, they add so much excitement. So all of us just feed off of that.
You had a career high 8 tackles against Michigan State last year. Anything you can use from that game to help with the opening game this season at Michigan?
Just bringing excitement. The guys we got, they just always want to come out, fight hard. I just play for the guys and do whatever I can for the team. So just come out and fight hard for them.
Your teammate Paul Hazel, have you ever seen another defensive end that fast before?
I never seen a person in my life that fast before.
How you doing? How much of a benefit is it to you to play on the other side of a fast guy like Paul Hazel?
He always flushing the quarterback out, so I'm like falling in sacks, falling in tackles. So it's great playing on the other side of it.
What game are you looking forward to personally this season?
To be honest, well, any of them besides Central, I'm really looking forward to Central, but every Saturday is a good day to be competing.
Yeah. Like I asked Jordan White, what would you give up for a win against Central Michigan?
Anything, any and everything. We haven't beaten them in a while. I haven't beaten them since I've been here, so whatever it takes, so.
How would you rate your defensive line this season? I know all you guys are returning. How do you feel confidence-wise in the defensive line compared to last year?
The confidence is there. It's about the same as last year, The thing, we just, like I said, we come in to play with more excitement. The guys are more fired up. We come in with our chip on our shoulders. So.
You guys obviously played Michigan first, and Denard Robinson, quarterback. What are you guys doing to prepare for such a fast quarterback, somebody who runs more than he throws? What are you doing as a defensive lineman to prepare for him mentally and physically?
The same thing we do for every team, man. The game is played fast. This is a hard game to play. And with a guy like Denard Robinson, he's like everybody knows he's fast. Everybody knows he's quick. We just we just come out prepared mentally, you know, just the mental things, just try to control them.
You have any dreams of big-time sacks in the big house against Denard Robinson?
Oh, man, I can't wait. I'm ready for it to see how everything turns out. Haven't had any dreams yet, but I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. So.
We're here with Western Michigan defensive end Paul Hazel. Paul, last season you led the team in sacks. What did you do in the offseason to improve your game for this upcoming campaign?
First things first, work on getting a little bit of weight and getting stronger. Learning my keys a lot better.
Talk about gaining weight. I mean, you're 6'5", 6'6", 210, 215 pounds. Has gaining weight been a problem for you, or I mean, are you really? Is it something that you're really trying to focus on?
I'm really trying to focus on it, but I can't fight it. If my body doesn't want it, it's not going to take it. So it just means to like continue working at it, and piece by piece, I'm get it up there.
Looking at you, you look more like a wide receiver than a defensive end. Did you play any other position in high school at all?
I played receiver for 2 games in high school. Not my forte.
Just didn't have the hands for it?
No, I had the hands. It just wasn't my thing.
I see on here that you also were a basketball player. Did you ever get any college offers for basketball, or was it just strictly football?
I did have a couple offers for basketball. I was actually, when I first moved to the United States, I was considering only basketball. And then my dad convinced me into football, and it stuck with me.
Have you ever thought about maybe walking onto the basketball team? I'm sure Coach Hawkins could choose you.
I've considered it, but let's now keep focused on football.
You run about a 4.5 40. It's probably the fastest time that I've ever seen for a defensive end. Have you always been one of the fastest people on your respective teams?
I have.
Yeah. First game of the season against Denard Robinson. Against Michigan and Denard Robinson. You have any? Do you think you could beat him in a race?
Hey, if it comes down to it, we'll see what happens. I'm not backing off from anybody with a race. I mean, it's not only going to be me. You'll see a lot of us back there.
How have you prepared so far to go up against him in the first game of the season?
Well, we've basically incorporated schemes where we contain a lot, so we're going to contain and try to keep him inside, make him throw a lot more.
There's a lot of players on the team with the dreadlocks, including yourself. Do you have the best set of dreads on the team?
I wouldn't say the best, but I'm getting there.
How long have you had them for?
4 years.
4 years? I know Anthony Parker cut his off during the offseason. Any chance of seeing them disappear anytime soon?
Maybe, not sure. Probably not though.
We're now here with senior free safety Doug Wiggins. Doug, out of all the people in the secondary, you're pretty much the only senior. Do you feel like you have taken a leadership role and to kind of coach up some of these younger players?
Of course. This summer I got all the secondary together. Working out on new technique, new things that we can improve on.
You started off your college career in Miami and then transferred to here at Western. Any reason behind that?
I just wanted to first start, and I just wanted to get in a place where I love the coaches here. Ever since recruiting, I just love Coach Cuban and all that he stood for and things like that.
Coach Cuban is called the secondary. A bunch of guys from Florida who can run fast. How do you feel like knowing that he talks about you guys that way, and he really sounds very confident in you?
I appreciate it, but we not only can we run fast, we can hit hard also, and that's one thing that we're gonna pride ourselves on this year, which is hitting hard and making big plays.
You're making the adjustment from strong safety to free safety this year. How have you adjusted to that?
I always wanted to play free safety. It gives me a chance to, to freelance a little bit more, look at the quarterback, read the quarterback, something I did in high school, and I feel like it's going to be a great improvement this year with big plays and big hits.
Lewis Toller last year as a freshman recorded 5 interceptions and led the team with that. Talk about what he's meant to the secondary and talk about your guys' relationship on and off the field.
I mean, on and off the field, we're just like brothers. Everyone's in the secondary. We're always, together doing things. If we're in the lunch or the calf room, we're in there together. It means a big thing, a big part of the secondary. The defensive line is where it's all started from with Paul and Freddie and Drew and things like that. Them get pressure on the quarterback, which in turn get us interceptions and turnovers.
about half the team, it seems like, is from the state of Florida, including yourself. Is there a special bond between all of you players, knowing that you all came from the same state, and probably you played some of them in high school down there too, I'm assuming?
Right, it is a special bond because, you know, we can talk about things about who school's better and, you know, things like that, and who played who and who's better than who and things like that. So it is going to be always a special bond between people that's from Florida.
You had a career high 13 tackles versus Central last year. Can you talk a little bit about your mindset going into that game?
Oh, man, Central. It's the last one. It's at home. All I'm going to say is just expect big things.
We're here with defensive tackle, sophomore Javante Bowles. Javante, last year you stepped into the starting defensive tackle role as a true freshman. Talk about your offseason and how you prepared yourself for this upcoming year. It looks like you've slimmed down a little bit compared to last season.
You know, the offseason was you know, a lot of focus on my weight. You know, not easy keeping it off, but you know, the team and the coaches, you know, really made me work hard. You know, a lot of running, a lot of cardio workouts, and you know, I did a lot of things differently that I wouldn't do in high school, that I would do here. You know, eat differently, and just had to focus on my body more. You know, a lot of my body fat percentages and the weights changed, and everything just improved better. You know, and that's the only thing I want to do is get better from last year to this year. You know, to see my improvements.
As a tackle, you obviously do a lot of the dirty work on the inside, in between the edges a little bit. Can you talk a little bit about how it feels to play next to Paul Hazel and Jordy LeGree, the likes of those two?
You know, it's intriguing because pass rushing and schemes, you never really know what they're going to do because, you know, that's their job. You know, is to get to the quarterback. You know, and a lot of times, you know, we play off of them. You know, we feed off the energy that they bring to the table every day. You know, so you know their job. You know, they get pressure on the outsides. And, you know, we get lucky enough to get a sack because the quarterback has to step up on the inside. You know, we get pressure on the inside. You know, then they just get sacks. You know, all day. So you know. Playing with Paul and Freddie is a real good thing because, you know, two big physical players like them, you know, it's like a family, you know. So we all just feed off each other, you know. It's all about, you know, getting each other better and make sure everybody, you know, does their job. So it's fun.
Last season against Akron, you had the interception and touchdown return. You had a big smile on your face right now thinking about it. Were you able to keep that game ball or anything, or you know, did you get anything from that game to keep as like a personal,
I mean, the only thing I got is the memory. I mean, I wasn't really too caught up in it, you know, just kind of overwhelmed me, just a spur of the moment thing. But, you know, I mean, it's great, you know, to put some points on the board, you know, help the team score, you know. I mean, that's not my job, but the only thing I can help the team with, you know, is, was what I'm all about. So, you know, I mean, that was a good thing, you know, it was a good thing for the guys and everything. And, I mean, as a D-lineman, you know, it's kind of like, you know, what do they expect now, you know? So, you know what I'm saying, just got to keep doing good and keep working.
Showed you had some good hands when you made that interception. Did you ever talk about moving you to offense at all?
Well, in high school, that's all I played was offense. So, but you know, I kind of like this dirty work. I kind of like being on the defensive side of the ball. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes this season.
You said in high school you played on offense. Why the switch to defense here in college?
Because I don't think, you know, I'm probably the prototypical height-wise offensive lineman. I mean, I really like our defense. You know, I love the coaches. You know, and you know, they invited me into this world. You know, I was new to it, so you know, I had to learn a lot of things fast. And like I said, man, Drew and Paul and Freddie and Woody, you know, all the defensive players, all the defensive coaches, they invited me and helped me out. You know, coming in as a freshman, just being a defensive player. You know, I mean, I wasn't used to the speed, I wasn't used to the tempo, but you know, what I mean, they made sure that I was ready. You know, the team got me ready, and I appreciate them for that.
Talk about what it's like playing for Coach Esposito.
It's fun. It's exciting. You know, you never know what's going to happen next. You know, we work hard. You know, we play hard too. You know, everything's just, you know, about getting better. You know, as a team, as a defense, we work on a lot of different things, and a lot of different positions, a lot of different speeds. But he's an exciting guy. You know, he's a good coach, really good coach. You know, he makes us do all the right things. You know, and all the things that are going to get each individual player, you know, what they do best. That's what he's going to work on. So it's fun.
Last year, you made your collegiate debut against Michigan State. What's something that you take away from that experience that's going to help you against Michigan this year?
I'm not going to be overwhelmed this year. I mean, you know, you kind of open eyes wide, freshman, you know, coming into the first college game. But, you know, I mean, I kind of know what to expect, you know, with the team and how the preparation goes and the away game situations and everything. So I mean, it's kind of like, I kind of know, I got a year under my belt, so I kind of know what's going on. So I won't be too surprised in that, so I can just be a little more humble and a little more, into my game plan instead of thinking too much.
We talked to Doug Wiggins about this earlier, but about half the team, it seems like, is from the state of Florida, including yourself. Do you feel like there's a special bond between you players that all came from the state of Florida? And was there anyone that's on the team now that you played while you were in high school?
I mean, it's always good to go somewhere different and know some, you're from the same area, from the same state than a lot of other players. I mean, there's 2 players on the team that I played against in high school. Johnny Simon, our rover, he actually played against him in our district games. They were pretty hard games. And then our new freshman defensive tackle, Demetrius Anderson, I played against him a lot because he goes to Fort Pierce Westwood. That's like 15, 20 minutes from my house. So, those 2 players I played against in high school, and all the other players, just it's good to have people from from the hometown. Anywhere you go, in Michigan, anywhere, but you got Florida people. You just kind of got that same sense of home.
Did you beat Johnny Simon?
Yes.
Yeah. What was the score?
Actually, those games are pretty tough. I mean, I played him like 3 times. The last time we played him, I think it was like 17-14. So it was good games.
As a younger guy, how does it, or what would a win against Central mean for you to send the seniors out?
I mean, that would put us on the top of the world. I mean, everybody wants to, play good against Central, but it's all about us right now. And if I can send the seniors out, in a good way, that'd be great. Last year coming in as a freshman, I really didn't understand the rivalry. But now being here a year, I understand that, it really means a lot to the people of Kalamazoo, the city, the coaches, the sponsors, the boosters, everyone. So it's not just about Central, it's about the people around Western. And the seniors, to go out with a bang, I know that's what they all want. So that's what we're working for.